Well, Hollywood is kind of a lead, and it's to a location we already knew he should go to before he saw his uncle die in front of him. We'll see if we gain any actual revelations in this clip, or at the very least gain something useful, other than another few characters I can fight when we've got plenty of combatants for the moment. Well, I don't think we're gonna see all that much rest in this clip, but hey, this mission is just short enough that I can fit it into just one clip. It certainly has been a while since we've seen that in this game. Hey, if you want to decide what pace we'll get to the next major location, then who am I to argue? I'm just here to lead you in battle. Well, it would be nice to see how Lynn is doing, at the very least. Well, I see a need. This game doesn't have that many compelling characters. And Lynn is very easily at the top, considering she got more character development than anyone else in the campaign centered around her. He had a bit of a side role there, true, but Wesker had a much bigger role there. Why not ask him? Really? So Hollywood is that much of a shy guy that he can't even let himself consider a woman beautiful without becoming a stammering mess. It's a good thing that this game was made before the whole dating sim thing became a more major part of this series. I mean, sure, the fact that the player might romance this or that character is decent motivation for the writers to develop said characters beyond most of the characters in this game, but for one thing, I always end up feeling awkward trying to be a virtual matchmaker, and all too often, in my opinion, the romantic links between some characters end up coming across as either cliché or forced. Well, I certainly didn't hear a scream. All I heard was a generic nighttime wildlife track. Right. Another occasion where someone is being attacked by bandits. We're only one game into this series, and I'm already getting sick of how many times they use bandits to give us throwaway hostiles to fight. I somehow doubt we're gonna see any of that wealth when we save him. We get it already. He's gonna get killed unless we intervene. Now just let us intervene! I'm sure they will as they call for reinforcements and we have to slaughter quite a number of bandits out here. Bitch, each of those two has killed 5 men. And are you really blind to the sheer number of other troops that are following these two? Sure, it's not an outright army, but still. Good God, we're 25 clips in and it feels like we're just dealing with idiots most of the time. If you're so humble and lowly, you do more to make yourself, less tempting to bandits. Right. Time to finally start protecting the guy. Anyway, it doesn't look like we had a pre-mission setup moment. But then I suppose this battle came as a surprise for our team. We were about to just set up camp for the night, then suddenly we have to deal with random bandits. Looks like if we hold out for several turns, we can win. But let's see if we can convince the enemy to stop attacking before then, and by that I mean slaughter them. Not that we're likely to get that many kills in this first turn, not when we only have one ranged attacker on our team, and Rebecca doesn't hit that hard. Okay, so we've got enemies that could cross by smashing the trees, and I'm sure those forts are going to be spawning points for more hostiles. Well, that's another kill for Rebecca. She's up to 7 now. Maybe not the best way to arrange the troops to hold the bastards off, but hey, it's not like we have a lot of options. Dear God, that poor swordsman just has no chance against Lowen. Though Lowen isn't gonna get the kill, it's still hard to feel buried sending him out like this. Hell, I can't even find it in me to be annoyed that he missed and got hit twice there. I severely doubt that Merlinus is going to bother to move at all from the spot he started in here. That's right, just try to swing those axes at that guy. I'd like to make him an ace in this mission after all. We can manage to hold our own with some swordsman against swordsman action as well. Really, I'd only feel worried if the enemy threw a spearman or two at our swordsman. And I don't think bandits are allowed to have those in this game. Well, the enemy's made one bridge. Okay, Lowen is taking a bit more of a beating than I was expecting when I sent him out there. I wouldn't quite say that I got too cocky just yet, but this isn't exactly making it feel like a great idea like it felt like before. Probably not a great idea to have Oswin push forward like that, not when the only enemies we can see over there are axe users. But Matthew just isn't built to be a defensive bulwark, even if he's got the right weapon to deal with these guys. No clue why we had a bit of a freeze there. Yeah, Dorcas is definitely showing why he's got the highest kill count in this crew. He hasn't quite managed to get to the top spot, but he's tied for 3rd place with Sane. And since we don't know when we're going to see Sane, Kent, or Lynn again, Dorcas certainly has a chance to reach the top score. And that makes 8 for Rebecca there. And that's 6 for Eliwood. I suppose I like that he gained a little more magic resistance. And that's 9 for Lowen. I'm sure I'm gonna pay for the fact that I didn't switch to his sword instead there. Four for Guy there, and I'm pretty sure that clears up that side of the map for the moment. I doubt we're gonna have to deal with anyone trying to smash through the tree on the left side at this point, but may as well check to be sure. Well, Matthew certainly is well placed to gain experience points at the very least. He's certainly a dodge happy tank there. We'll see how long his luck lasts. Definitely need to get Lowen healed soon now. Bloody hell. That'll teach me for thinking he's downright amazing and can afford to deal with an entire army alone. Well, Oswin has become an ace, even if I'm not a fan of his class of fighter. And Matthew is an ace in the same turn. Guess we're just advancing people to aces left and right at the moment. I suppose there's a chance the enemy might break that tree to the north of it there at some point. And that makes 9 for Rebecca now. Yeah, she's certainly got plenty of speed and skill. I just wish that the other stats she had would raise a bit more as well. Really wasn't expecting the other side to have horseback archers. I mean, sure, the Mongols were famous for those, but they're not something I think of when I imagine bandits. Feels like something that would be a thing in a military force that is a bit more on the official side. I wasn't expecting Hector to get that one. I was just doing it for the sake of trying. That was certainly a pleasant surprise. And Lowen got the next one in a single hit. Really wish I could give a damn about the luck stat. Whew. Really smooth dodge there, Bartre. Matthew is definitely getting a lot more work done in this battle than I was expecting, considering there are no chests or doors to worry about out here. And look at that, Lowen is working hard to make up for making me worried earlier on here. And that was from a 3% chance at a crit? I thought that the luck stat raised the number for the critical attack thing. Is luck just something we don't actually see in the game's display or something? And that's another for Hector. Dear God, I don't think anyone else has gotten that many +1s from a single level up. The man can easily become an outright monster if put in the right spots on the battlefield. Okay, doesn't look like there's much else we can do this turn. Six for Matthew so far. Hopefully he won't have to play guard over there for much longer. Definitely don't like how long it's going to take Sarah to get to Matthew, considering how injured he already is right now. Still, he should be able to survive another arrow from that archer, assuming Oswin doesn't prevent that bastard from making the shot. Ah, thank you, Oswin. That's one less worry. By the way, does anyone else find it a bit funny that I'm so mobile in a mission that's oriented towards defense? This kind of mission is exactly where you want to hunker down with someone like Oswin, just holding his ground and taking out anyone crazy enough to go after the heavily armed knight. Don't worry, ma'am. They're getting a lot more mangled than we are. It feels a bit awkward to go to a village to prevent bandits from attacking it, and then we get every scrap of gold they have, as if we are the bandits. Sure, the game is justifying it by saying the villagers are paying us as if we're mercenaries, but it still doesn't change the fact that part of me feels like we're unintentionally shaking these people down for assistance, when I generally just go to these villages either to read some dialogue, or prevent the random bandits from wiping the place out. Okay, two enemy swordsmen right next to the hero with the axe. I'm feeling a bit worried there. Well, Matthew just got some healing after his productive bit as a guard. That's one less thing to worry about, and regardless of how many enemies are left, this mission will end in 2 more turns. Predictable that he'd go after her, not so predictable that he'd miss her. Oh dear, definitely not liking Hector's odds over there. Huh, so the one guy can definitely tear Hector apart while the other can barely harm him? Yeah, the archers and the other swordsmen aren't anything to really be worried about, just the boss here. Unfortunately, this is a very mobile boss, and it's not like we have all that much time to reposition everyone to help Hector right now. And that's another one for Rebecca now. Very much doubt that Sarah's going to be able to heal him all that much from here. I just hope that one of the bastards veers off to deal with Elliewood so Hector isn't taking all of the heat. Wait, why the hell didn't I use a Vulnerary there? That was the perfect time. It's not like Hector was going to swing his axe while running. Yeah, nothing more we can do for now. Let's see how things pan out. Oh, that was so close to making me restart this mission that it's not even funny. Bloody hell, I do not deserve this bit of mercy, but hey, I'll take it anyway. Well, that'll certainly help prevent Hector from getting killed when the enemy makes their final moves. Doesn't look like we're gonna be able to kill absolutely every enemy on the map before we're done here. Still, I feel like we handled a respectable number. And that's another one for Hector. I suppose it's in the boss's hands if he lives or dies. Not that the game itself gives a damn, he's just another throwaway bandit. Either way, we're never gonna see him again. Huh. Well, I'll be damned, Matthew managed to kill a boss. It was a rather underwhelming boss, sure, but still, I did not think our thief had it in him. And he's legitimately more deadly now. Sorry for not giving you enough credit there, Matthew. Bloody hell, are there any enemies left on the map at this point? Okay, doesn't look like there was anyone left to move now. The mission is finished. The bandits are done. Now, if only we'll be done with bandits in general. Probably too much to ask, but 25 clips in, can you blame me for hoping? Indeed. And I'm sure nobody out here is going to give a damn about the lives we had to extinguish just to ensure this merchant stayed among the living. I somehow doubt we're going to be allowed to leave without him. The guy looks too distinct to be forgotten about, especially after some of the little hints we'd meet him in the previous mission. So you say, Illywood, but we still accepted 5,000 gold from a nearby village. I'm sure Hector's dialogue is supposed to come across as overly harsh or something. I don't know what that music is supposed to signify, but it kind of gives me the impression we're dealing with a bit of a clown show at the moment. It probably says something that I find the music more amusing than Hector and Merlinus having a bit of a back and forth here. It also says something that I'm entirely annoyed that our two heroes are ready to leave this guy behind when the only thing we were doing in the area was preparing to make camp and sleep. We can easily let the guy be in our camp for the night, if only so he'll be safe from any other bandits in the area. Not that the bandits ever seem to care how many other bandits our heroes have slaughtered. It's like they don't have any survival instincts. Yeah, our heroes technically have a good amount of resources at their beck and call. Unfortunately, we'll never see them use any of that nobly granted resources in this campaign. Or at least not in any way that will make it feel like things are in any way easier for us. Yeah, probably not the best of ideas at the moment, not when the roads are completely unprotected. Well, I'll be damned. Hector actually suggested it. Not that it makes up for his stupidity in telling Sarah not to come with him earlier on, but at least he's not gonna say no to potential help for the sake of it. That's Elliott's job, apparently. Considering you were dropping some things before we met you, that doesn't sound very reassuring. When you dreamed of working for a noble house, did you ever imagine the nobles would march you towards danger? Because I have the distinct feeling you're not going to enjoy yourself all that much as we keep moving forward and things keep getting more and more dangerous. Well, it'll certainly be nice to have a party-wide inventory and storage instead of absolutely everyone just taking what they can carry with nowhere to put any excess stuff.